Okay. So, Mixer's not cooperating.
So, traveled all the way to Cologne is the player unknown himself, Brandon Green.
But we will watch it this way. Welcome, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Agent from Not Just Gaming. It seems as if we just got word that Battlegrounds is an Xbox One exclusive.
How did this get all started?
As per the last shot that they just showed, which is a great addition. They needed to do something, I guess, with Crackdown not being on the table.
Battlegrounds was formed, and then Bluehole connected with me last year.
Yeah.
Moved to Korea and made a game.
Wow, you make it sound really easy.
It's so easy.
Come on, man.
Really not.
Struggle with day-to-day life.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it launched like a few months ago, right?
Yeah, about 4 months ago, 4.5 months ago.
So I really have to say this slowly because this number is really amazing. You sold over 8 million copies.
Yeah, we just passed that last week.
Congratulations.
Can you even process that number?
No. No, and it's good that we don't process it. It's, you know, it just keeps us focused on development. It is. It's like,
brilliant.
yeah, it's...
So, from your own perspective, what do you think, like, what makes this game so popular?
Not sure. Like, honestly,
Okay.
I think it's like the idea that it's just a very basic game. It's like land, loot, survive. And everyone can understand that. And I think that's what the draw is, that there's no rules, there's no, you have to play this way. It's just, you can jump in and play and whatever.
But yeah, from a Microsoft perspective, this is a huge bump.
You can explain to anyone, she's like, just kill everybody.
So since it's the king of the crop right now when it comes to gaming with so many players on it, this is definitely a great addition.
Hearthstone streamer, he said when his mom and dad watched.
Also, what's only been shown off so far that we weren't able to cover was the Assassin's Creed. They showed off a little bit of gameplay. And also, if you watch the press conference through Mixer, you get a entry into win the collector's edition of the game if you're interested in that.
Who's being shot at, and the guy said, use the pan, and he pulls out the pan and swings it, and deflects a bullet that was going to kill him. Oh yeah, gets behind the tree and heals himself. Just like, the chance of like such a small chance, but it happens all the time.
That's so cool. That would never happen to me. I'd be running around just with a scope or like, I'm not getting anywhere. Can you tell us a bit about the origin of Winner Winner Chicken Dinner?
Yes, please.
Oh, so I just like the term. It's like when I was moving to Arma 3, I just needed a new winner slogan, and I just love Winner Winner Chicken.
Comment in the comment section, and I'll try to keep up with you guys as fast as I can.
You get $5, which was
what you like so far, what you guys are checking out that you think looks cool, or even if you don't even like it, just comment below. Tell me what you guys think.
Just made this game. Sold it copies. Moved to Korea. Got an amazing life. You're making us all with a little bit. I mean, if the walls weren't green, we're like green with Embry, like a little bit right now. I have to say.
It's been hard 4 years.
No, and to be honest, like we really admire you for what you've done and what you've accomplished. So yes, so it's exactly. I mean, when we're going back to E3, you announced is also coming to Xbox. Right now, it's on PC.
That's
Can
right.
you maybe tell us when?
No. No. So
I tried, guys.
yeah, we don't want to give like an exact date, but we're coming at the end, towards the end of this year. And like we're coming to Xbox Game Preview, which is great because it allows us to develop with the community and get real player feedback on. Like,
The great part about this game also is the game's only $10, so it's definitely great value from what I can see. Yama's spoken very highly of the game.
Yes, and can you maybe just deep dive a little bit more about the Xbox ambition behind this?
Oh yeah, so we want to get basically the PC version and the Xbox version the same experience on both platforms. And today we want to announce that we're partnering with Microsoft to
You're
publish.
holding hands to get across the finish line.
So that
Exactly. So we want to publish onto Xbox
So that
with Microsoft.
confirms that
What it means is
Microsoft has
they
the
now give
exclusive
us the wealth of their
rights
experience to help us
to
make the version better.
PUBG, which is great.
I mean, that's amazing.
I mean, I think anybody from an analyst perspective could have saw this coming due to the fact with Crackdown's delay,
Microsoft.
but this is great.
I hope
Yes,
so.
I visited their campus and got some nice things. Yes, no, they're good like that.
Love the perks.
But no, it's great because this publishing deal, it means that, you know, as I said, we get all the knowledge that Microsoft have, but we still retain control over development and design decisions.
That's
when it comes to the game, and
Yeah.
that's like, the players are going to be happy with that, you know, that Microsoft are great and they're a great partner to work with.
Cool. I mean, you've got loads of stuff obviously happening at Gamescom this week. The first ever PlayerUnknown Invitational, which I feel like is going to be slightly madcap and slightly insane, but I mean in a
really
good
think
way.
so. Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us anything about that?
A little bit. So, like, we have, I think, 80 of the best Battle Royale players coming from all over the world. We're flying them in.
Are they crazy?
We have this really cool set built for them. It's like we have some crazy players that like get insane shots, and they're very good at what they do. So we're going to be live on mixer.com PU Battlegrounds, and we'll be live for 3 days. We'll have solos, duos, squads, and even some first-person action. So I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Really, and I can learn a thing or two maybe from those pro players.
You really should. Yeah, it's a great game to watch, and like
It definitely
I watch
is.
it so much because you learn things from these players just by watching the game, which is great.
That's true. So we really have a lot to look forward to. And thank you so much for coming here.
Welcome, welcome.
I wish you a lot
Welcome
of
checking
fun
out
at Gamescom. And I
our
can't
live
wait
reactions
for Battlegrounds
of the
coming to
Xbox
One.
Gamescom press conference.
Thank you. And in just a second, we'll be talking.
We
all
just got
things
word that
Xbox
PUBG
with
is
Aaron
going
Greenberg and Shannon Loftus.
exclusively to the
But Before we
Xbox.
get to that, we've got another exclusive for you with plenty more still to come, of course. Let's take a look. I'm just going to say this slowly because I'm a little bit excited. To the world premiere trailer for Jurassic World Evolution. Why is no one else doing that?
I'm trying.
Just me.
World premiere.
Huh, this is interesting.
Control, we're at the fence. Almost ready to re-engage power. Hey, hey, over here!
So a new Jurassic World game? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Oh, and it looks like a very similar style to like that top-down Halo Wars style. I don't necessarily know how that could work in a game like this, but
Control, we have eyes on the asset.
that iconic music. That's cool. Something different. Interesting, interesting.
There you go, folks. That's another world premiere trailer for you. That is Jurassic World Evolutions. Looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
Fantastic. Now we're joined by Shannon Loftus and Aaron Greenberg from Xbox.
Shannon Loftus! Aaron Greenberg!
Fantastic. Well, welcome.
Sharon Loftus is a little bit of trouble with everybody because of Crackdown, but
Gamescom, don't we? We do a lot of fun here. Yes. So we've got tons of stuff to get through and an amazing lineup of games to talk through as well. But Aaron, first of all, tell me, what does Gamescom mean to you? Because I know, we've been to Gamescom a lot.
We've been to a few. This is absolutely one of my very favorite shows because it is the biggest consumer gaming show in Europe. And for us, this is a big year for games for us. At E3, we showed the largest, most diverse lineup of games we've ever had. And we're taking all those games here, plus we have a lot more we're showing. In fact, I just checked our booth here. We have 70 playable stations of Xbox One X.
Nice.
First time that's been playable for fans in Europe. And so we're excited just to share all the great games and from us and our partners.
That's really exciting. So we talked to E3 about our games lineup. There's tons of good stuff in there. Do you have some updates for our fans about how our games lineup's looking?
Yeah, it's growing really well. I mean, of course, let's remember we're the only system design with backward
growing yet
You can
shrinking
now
at the same
play
time.
with the addition of
Side
the original
time,
Xbox games.
rather.
3 generations of games all on one system. We have over 400 titles available in backward compatibility today, and we're adding more every day.
And we've also...
Which is true, but not everybody's buying an Xbox One X for backwards compat. They want new stuff.
Sprinkle in a few new ones that we can expect.
Well, of course, when people saw the specs of Xbox One X and all the power and the ability to do true 4K gaming, they said, well, are you going to take any of the games that I own and make enhancements? And so within Microsoft Studios, we're going back and making games like Gears of War 4, updating it in true 4K with HDR. We're doing the same for a bunch of our other titles, adding 4K upgrades. These are free 4K upgrades. So if you own Forza Horizon 3, you own Minecraft.
At this rate, you guys better go out and go buy yourselves a friggin' 8 terabyte hard drive, because these 100 gig downloads are gonna eat up hard drives like no tomorrow.
Other games...
Which is why it's perplexing to me that the One X is coming with a 1 terabyte. It's not big enough.
Great, but we would love, what about Halo 5? Well, the team at 343, excited to share is going back and updating Halo 5 in 4K as well. And one of my personal favorite games from last year, a masterpiece that Shannon and her team actually gave to us, Quantum Break. Today we're announcing will be another free 4K upgrade as part of our enhanced program.
That's great news. Quantum Break looked amazing anyway. It's going to look incredible on Xbox One X.
Sean Ashmore in 4K.
Oh, wow. Say no more. He is a dish, that is for sure.
So not only Remedy got their hands on a dev kit, also we have a lot of other partners that have a dev kit at their studios. What are they having in stock?
Response has been great. You know, we obviously made sure we got our dev kits out to folks as soon as possible.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm sitting here with the pre-order link on Best Buy ready to go, just in case.
We have a program for all these titles now that they're Xbox One X enhanced. You'll see it on the box, and we're in fact today going to release our first list of total titles that are committed to do enhancements for Xbox One X. Take advantage of the power, take advantage of all those benefits. And so all the biggest games, frankly, are doing it. If you're a fan of FIFA 18, that will be enhanced. If you're a Star Wars fan, Star Wars Battlefront 2 will be enhanced. PUBG, another title that will be enhanced, of course. And so NBA 2K, Wolfenstein 2, all the biggest titles of the year, Shadow of War, another title on that list. But the thing I love is it's not just the new titles, also existing games are going back. So Titanfall 2 will be getting the treatment as well as Fallout 4. So a lot of games, whether you own them or maybe you didn't get a chance to play them, if you have an Xbox One X, you're going to have another reason to put those games back in and check out all these new enhancements.
And if you own those games,
So for myself, I mean, I'm already pumped for this console, but I'm not hearing anything
amazing.
All
Good
right.
stuff.
that justifies that $500 price point
I mean,
yet.
you're the head of publishing at Microsoft, which
That's
means
right.
you probably know one or two games that may be coming out. So do we have some news on that?
We do. We are coming off of a monster E3 where we got to show off brand new gameplay in the campaign for Crackdown 3. We gave everybody an update on what's happening inside State of Decay 2. And of course, we announced the tearjerker, Ori, in the Will of the Wisps, which is
Stoked.
great. But guess what? Got an announcement right now.
Okay, this is something everybody else saw coming. They kind of leaked this out a little early. Recore, I think it's Recore the Definitive Edition is what they're calling it.
Go on, Mac. It's over there.
Which I know this game was not received very well, so maybe with a little bit of a Definitive Edition, this might actually help it. But I don't think it's going to do much.
Don't worry.
I have not personally played it, so maybe this will be the opportunity for me to pick it up for myself, but
Set, jump on. Smash him, Duncan.
Kai Brand, core maintenance.
Jewel atoms. Atmospherics.
I'm glad I'm not alone out here.
Me too.
All who wake must die. Go! That core is mine.
Cool. Get out of here. You've got to keep the core safe, no matter what.
my thing though is I think they maybe that there's some sort of launch bundle that they're holding out on, but like I said, I don't really see anything at the moment that's really gonna change. PUBG was a good addition, and that's definitely gonna get a lot of people to run over to the Xbox. Maybe not the X, but definitely an S. It'll definitely help them out there with, like they said, 6 million players playing right now, and just continuing to grow. With a game like this, I'm very torn. Unless it's like not $60, it's like 30, 40 bucks. Okay, maybe you got a shot there, but yep, Recore Definitive Edition. Okay.
I really have to say, I like that footage. I like what I've scene, and my heart glows when I see the little Mac. Like, I just want to go back and play with him. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I think the trailer covered a ton. My favorite was always Violet, and you learn a lot more about Violet in that in the new massive expansion. The cool thing, really, though, about this expansion is that if you're already a ReCore customer, it's free for you.
Oh.
Yeah, game's coming on August 29th.
All right, so if you slept on ReCore,
well, that's good for the people that already own it. That's a great plus. Free.
There. If you guys are at home or watching on Mixer, you're automatically in with a chance of getting your hands on the game because we're giving away 100 copies.
Wow.
Just make sure, just like that.
Oh,
we announce it, we give it away. Just make sure you're watching Mixer to count for a chance to win. It is that simple.
So if I may say this just on all behalf of German gamers, welcome again to Germany. I'm so happy to have you guys. And I can say, like, we're kind of the PC gaming home for PC gaming in Europe. So, and I know there's some event happening tomorrow called or regarding Age of Empires. Can you give us a little sneak peek on that one?
That's right. Wir lieben Deutschland and wir lieben Gamescom. Tomorrow we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of Age of Empires. We're going to have a stream at exactly this time, and we're going to show you quite a bit more about Age of Empires 1 Definitive Edition, and then we might just have a major announcement to make.
So you guys really, really, really want to tune in tomorrow.
It's going to be fun. I've actually seen the set, and it looks incredible. It's going to be a brilliant event. Sorry, my lips are sealed.
So, talking about PC gamers, what else do we have out of that?
PC gamers have a lot to look forward to. All of our biggest Microsoft studios are bringing their hit franchises to Windows 10 in a huge way, and because they're all built on Xbox Live, you can cross-play between Windows 10 PCs and consoles.
I think that's a very smart announcement.
We announced that we're bringing Rise of Nations, which is an absolutely beloved real-time strategy.
Obviously, it's been out for a while, but it's definitely a smart mechanic on Microsoft to be able to do it on both.
We've unlocked cross-network play between Steam players and Windows 10 players.
I love that.
Cool?
Unite the gamers.
Exactly.
It's your choice on the platform.
So now, if PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds does that, that's gonna be great if you can unlock Steam Play to the Xbox.
Well, Xbox is a place where everyone can have fun. And we're actually in our 5th holiday now with Xbox. And every new holiday brings a new kind of gamer. People this year are asking us, what kind of games can I play with my family, with my kids? So I'm super, super thrilled to be announcing that we've taken some of our most beloved family titles, we've remastered them, and we're bringing Disneyland Adventures,
this is worrisome,
a Disney Pixar adventure, and Zoo Tycoon out on October 31st of this year in 4K HD and HDR. These titles have all been enhanced with new...
So now this is interesting, because I believe 2 of those games are Connect titles. I think it's the Disneyland one. I think Zoo Tycoon one. I actually think all 3 of them were Connect titles. How are they going to implement that when...
Lucky he's doing great. He's still optimistic.
They're not using the Connect, really. They're not advertising or promoting the Connect. Are they just taking the Connect functionality out and just making it a game?
A game that gives you the traditional kind of
we'll have to see, I guess.
Feeling, but because of the power of the Xbox, the world is completely
Lucky's Tale.
Modern in that everywhere you go,
look, I know a lot of people are saying there's a lot of kids games that are coming out, but the old school gamer in me, growing up with games like this, like Conquer and Crash, and I'm definitely saying it's definitely something I will definitely check out.
We know did very well on the PC, especially here in Germany. We have a whole new expansion called Awakening the Nightmare. And this is not just your normal expansion.
Okay. Now they're talking about the Halo Wars 2 DLC.
The whole story. You play through the opposite perspective as the Banished. And so new blur cinematic, something I'm really excited. I love the story from Halo Wars 2 and to continue that. But of course for multiplayer, we've got new things like new leaders, new maps, a Terminus firefight mode that's really designed with co-op in mind. And you get to take on an ancient... you could take on the Flood. So it's going to be just a lot of great stuff for Halo fans. And that's coming in 4K with HDR on September 26th.
So I really love the firefight feature. That's like one of my favorites. And it's also a lot of content.
Never really got into Halo Wars 2 myself. I own it. Got it on sale at Best Buy, but I'm really curious to check it out. I think I might hold off now till I play it on the X, but it looks great.
For $9.99, you get over 100 games you can download and play. We're expanding that to 8 new markets, and we're actually adding 7 new titles this month, including Recore Definitive Edition.
Wow.
You get that for free.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, that's awesome. So Recore Definitive Edition is now actually included in the Xbox Game
Now, to
Pass.
celebrate the expansion of Xbox Game Pass, we're giving away Game Pass codes. So get over to Mixer now. If you're not already watching there, you should be. Make sure you're signed into your Microsoft account, and you're automatically entered just for watching.
Nice.
Well, Xbox is
So
just
for a lot
giving
of
shit
us,
away.
Aaron, they are focused on exclusives. Like, what kind of updates have we got there?
All right, now this is where the meat and potatoes are.
Well, of course, people pick Xbox because we have the biggest franchises, the biggest exclusives, whether you're a fan of Halo or Gears of War or Forza. This holiday, personally, Xbox One, I'm really excited. Xbox One will be the only console where you can play Forza Motorsport 7, Cuphead, and PUBG. So really excited about that. Also, timed with the Xbox One X launch, we have Super Lucky's Tale. It's another exclusive. But it doesn't stop there, because into the spring, we have Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, and Crackdown 3. So we're basically non-stop hitting our fans with more and more exclusive titles.
Okay, so they're sticking
so there'll
Crackdown
be
to
tons of
spring.
great games to play. But of course, we know people want great big blockbuster games, and they want them enhanced for Xbox One X. We want games that will take advantage of that 40% power advantage, that 60% memory advantage. I'm excited to announce that we have over 100 titles that we are, with our partners, announcing will be enhanced for Xbox One X. And so I think the great thing as a gamer is, no matter if you're a fan of RPGs or sports games or shooters, whatever your type of game is, these games are going to look and play better on Xbox One X.
Amazing. You can check out that list right now, right? If you head over to MajorNelson.com.
That's where we're putting it.
That's what Larry's been doing. He couldn't make it to Gamescom. Putting that list up.
Hand typing each name.
Brilliant. Shannon, Aaron.
So while
fantastic.
we're
covered
watching,
a
I'm
lot
going
ground
to
there.
pull
I'm
up
gonna
this
try and
list and
recap
see if
it,
I
right?
can
So
see any
the quiz,
gameplay. Only thing that's negative about this is it doesn't tell you what
over 100
these games'
titles
improvements
enhanced for
are.
Xbox One X, and you can check out that list
And that's
right now.
today. We were at 4083, so by launch,
Crazy.
the list will keep growing.
Fantastic. Recore Definitive Edition announced, and it's coming to Xbox Game Pass on August 20th.
It is not up at the
We
moment.
talked about those enhanced family titles as well, Shannon. And Super Lucky's Tale is coming soon too, and we've got an amazing Age of Empires event tomorrow night with more news and lots of great stuff for PC gamers coming up as well.
Absolutely.
Did I miss anything?
I think
Halo
enough
Wars
of us.
2,
Let's see some
that's
more games.
Xbox Game Pass in new markets as well? Why not? Thank you so much.
Really fun.
Can't wait to spend more time with you this week in
That's great.
alone. Right, now it's time to take to the track with Forza Motorsport 7, my favourite. Let's take a look at the danger and the beauty of competitive racing at the limit.
All right, some Forza. It's always welcomed. Nope, still not there. That's okay. The thing that sucks is they can't talk about like Call of Duty and Star Wars, anything that Sony has the rights to. And these are things that I know a lot of people want to know how much better they are. Dun, 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 dun.
like there's super shiny and there's like super duper shiny.
Oh, I love it. It makes my heart do funny things every time I see that.
Really, I can feel it from here, moderately
Or
vibrating.
maybe it's just the presence of Bill. I don't know.
Yeah.
Column A, little column B.
So, yeah, of course, we're joined by Bill Geesey from Turn 10 Studio. So, first of all, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate that. And, yeah.
You've been really busy lately at Turn 10, right? Lots of new car announces, new track announces.
Yeah. Nürburgring is you know, get to show off Nürburgring, which is great because we're here in Germany.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Being able to see that in dynamic weather, it's awesome.
All right, very good. So we know Forza is a huge franchise on Xbox already, but we've got lots of PC news today, right?
Yes,
Talk us through that.
a ton. So this is the first Forza built from the ground up for PC. And it's an epic PC title. We've got 700 cars, dynamic weather, dynamic sky. So every time you go to a track, it's different. A massive new motorsport-inspired campaign mode. It'll be on PC, native 4K and unlocked frame rate for those high-end PCs. And for us, we've got a huge community of players. Forza has over 5 million active monthly players. And with Forza 7, we're going to be bringing, all those passionate console players and all the passionate PC players into one place.
That's so cool. Yeah. I mean, you guys at Forza are... That's what I was saying. You are quite literally puddle measurers. That's something that you do.
Should I be offended?
No, I think
she calls everyone that.
Okay.
Well,
common
not
name.
to your face. No, but I mean it's a good thing. You want that kind of level of detail.
Yeah.
But I was just kind of wondering, like, what's the sort of weirdest thing that's happened making game? Because I feel like you've got some probably good stories there, more than many other titles.
I mean, people think about developing games, you just sit in an office all day. But no, our team, Capture Team, they've done some crazy things. When we went out to go capture the 911 GT2 RS, the first one that came off the line, Porsche actually took down to South Africa because they were going to do all their marketing materials. They were going to capture it all there.
Yeah.
We sent our team down there. That was the first time we got to see it. And as they're out there taking pictures, all of a sudden the Porsche representative just starts covering the cars. He's like, nope. And out in the distance, we could see these drones flying in because people had heard Porsche was there and they wanted to get the scoop, right?
Sneaky.
They had to wait 45 minutes for the batteries to die, for these drones to fall, pull it off again, and then they were able to capture the car.
Wow, I'm glad drone batteries don't last any longer. You were telling us a story about Dubai.
Yes. So we went out to Dubai. Obviously, it was a chilly 120 degrees. When we went out to capture reference there, we melted two $2,500 cameras because it was so hot.
Melted cameras.
Yes.
So all that hard work goes into a game that we know it looks incredible on Xbox One X and on high-spec PCs as well, right? But not everyone has a beast gaming PC.
Right.
If I've got like a mid or a lower spec PC,
are you hinting for your Christmas present? I really feel like you are. You've only got a mid one. Can I get an answer?
Yeah. Well,
how's it going to look on those lower specs?
The last few years, the Forza Tech engine's been on PC. We had Forza 6 Apex, Forza Horizon 3, and in that time, as we've been working on the engine over time, we've been able to lower our min spec to an i5 750.
Okay.
In fact, at the office, I play it on a Surface Pro 4. And not only that, our recommended spec has been lowered as well, and it still runs at a rock solid 60 frames per second. We really wanted to bring all the millions more players that are on mid to lower end spec machines, bring them into the Forza fold.
Good stuff.
So, I mean, obviously most players of Forza will probably use a controller, but there are some out there, who do like their peripherals. What can you tell us about that for
well, we've got over 30 officially supported wheels, which is really cool. But with multi-USB support, you can take any of the boutique wheels or pedal sets that you have.
Wheels? Yes. I didn't know that was a thing.
They got no.
Do they come with like furry?
Yeah, really decorated, ornate. Yeah, and they can mix and match them. When we started to build it, the entire team got so excited. We brought in all these USB peripherals that we could find, from flight sticks to fight sticks. I've even raced Forza 7 on a Guitar Hero guitar, a drum set, and a dance pad. Yeah.
Why are there not videos of this?
I know, right?
Sharing these on the internet.
It looks amazing. It looks amazing.
Demonstrate Guitar Hero.
I obviously probably wasn't very that fast. But the point is players won't use that stuff. But whatever you got laying around in your closet, you can just plug it in and play. And after the stream today, people can go check out Xbox Wire, and they can see our officially our full list of official peripherals, and they can see our PC specs.
All right, fantastic. Remind us when Forza Motorsport 7 is going to be available, Bill.
The Deluxe and Standard Edition will come out October 3rd, and then for Ultimate Editions players, they actually get to play it 4 days early on September 29th.
So they can feel superior to everyone else for 4 whole days. And that's all we ever really want in life.
That's what it's all about.
Be superior for a moment.
Bill, thank you very much for your time. Always a pleasure to see you. it. Now, don't forget that you can go to Xbox Wire right now and you can get all of that PC Forza Motorsport 7 information right there. So there's no doubt it's going to look amazing on a high-spec gaming PC, but of course it will also look stunning in true 4K on the Xbox One X. And fans attending Gamescom right here in Cologne this week will be able to get hands-on and see for themselves how beautiful it is. Spoiler alert, it looks amazing.
I would say distractingly beautiful, almost to the fact that it makes me drive terribly.
Absolutely.
I might just be a terrible driver. And of course, there's lots more exciting announcements coming up on the show, including Shadow of War, Sea of Thieves, and we've got something very special for all you Minecraft fans. And don't forget, we've got that big pre-order announcement coming soon, so stay tuned.
Yes, but first, let's take a closer look at the most powerful console in the world.
Love saying that, he loves it.
The Xbox One X.
If I think about it, if I know Xbox, they're probably going to wind up bundling Game Pass. They might even do an Elite controller, because I know a lot of people have been asking for that. Maybe they'll do like a special launch bundle. Keep the price down. Same promo that they show everywhere. So, it's probably something you've seen.
Still goosebumps, Maxie, isn't it?
Yes,
Still
it is.
goosebumps. Oh, how good was it to see that at E3? Well, we're joined by Mike Ibarra from Xbox Platform Engineer. And Mike, thank you for coming.
Oh, now they're probably going to
Year
talk
for
about the
Xbox
dashboard.
so far.
It's always great to be here at Gamescom. There's so much energy and excitement. I just can't wait for the week.
So we just saw the trailer for Xbox One X that was revealed at E3. It's brilliant, isn't it? And people will be able to play it at Gamescom this week. How important is that for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge milestone for us. In fact, the first time people in Europe will be able to play Xbox One X here at Gamescom. In fact, if you look at Xbox One S, Windows 10 PCs, and Xbox One X, we'll have over 170 stations for people to play the best versions of the game. So we're really excited.
Also, keep in mind, for those of you who are tuning in on YouTube, that if you... I've heard that they are starting to put stations into game stores.
How easy are we making that
with 4K TVs if you would like to check out the Xbox One X? I'm not sure if they'll be playable, but they'll probably have comparative, which said they were going to show off today.
We want to make sure that the settings on an existing Xbox can transfer over to Xbox One X. So we'll provide a very easy way to do that. And Aaron announced over 100 games with Xbox One X enhancements. And so one of the things we want to do is for some of those games, get you all of those updates before Xbox One X launches, so that when you get your Xbox One X, you plug it in and you're in those awesome, amazing games, which would be really incredible. The third thing we're doing is if you add Xbox to your home, we're going to let you copy games and apps off your home network instead of having to manually move them or re-download them from the internet. So people's ability to copy those from Xbox.
Oh, that's cool.
Will be a big feature too.
And if I
ability to just plug it and connect to the network.
I can just plug that into my X, right?
Yeah, you and I have external drives on our Xbox with our games.
Lots.
That's just a matter of unplugging it from one, plugging it into the X, and all your games are ready to play.
This is a real lifesaver. I really have to say this because it saves a lot of time. So it really makes it easy for me to just jump into the Xbox One X, right?
Yeah.
And also the system update is in preview right now. So what can we talk about there?
Yeah, I mean, it's in preview right now. This is an update across the entire Xbox family of devices. And we're really happy with where it's at. There's so many features that would take a long time to go through them. But a couple of those is right when you boot up, you'll notice a brand new home. And so with home, we always focus on speed and performance.
I know there's a lot of people that don't like the design.
In addition to that,
I think it's just clean
we focus
looking.
on discovery. We want people to easily find other gamers to play with. So, for example, if Graham is broadcasting on Mixer, I'll see it right on home, and I can watch what he's playing. Or Maxie, if you have a looking for group up, you're looking for more players in Halo 5, I'll see that and hop in your game. So bringing people together is important for us. And one of the biggest things we've had a lot of feedback on is people want to make home theirs. They want a personalization of that. And so we're introducing content blocks. With content blocks, I can pin people. I can pin you and Graham on there. I can pin games, clubs, and it's easy access for me to see everything that's going on from the developer, from the achievements that you're getting, and keep that dialogue. But it's really about gamer choice. So if I want a minimalistic home of just one screen, I can have that, or I can have pages of pinned items to really engage with the community. So personalization is a big effort for us as well there. Brand new guide. Second thing is a brand new guide that we're doing, optimized for speed and layout. You'll notice instead of vertical, we've moved it to horizontal so people can get to what they want to very fast and stay in their games, which is a big element. And an all new redesigned community tab. And so the activity feed,
all I'm saying,
being able to see,
they should bring back the snap feature
on what's going on.
That. The guide was great for that.
More gamer choice, being able to filter that activity feed. So I can, if I don't want to see Graham and what he's doing, I can remove him.
Hey, never would do that.
Or club activity and games. So more customization and personalization options to give people the choice of how they want the system to work for them.
Nice, and you've got a cool new feature to show us for the first time here on the show tonight, right?
That's right. We're adding a light mode to the console. And so today when you boot up, it's in dark mode. We'll have a light mode as well. And we'll keep dark mode. Users can choose which one they want to use. But the light mode is something I really like. It's very inviting.
Okay,
it's very easy to
gimmicky.
navigate.
I think that's
and
too
again,
great there.
You can choose dark or light, whatever mode you want. That'll hit the...
A letter UI.
That looks really cool. Loads of people have asked me about that, so it's great to see it,
I probably would just do dark.
A really big part for Xbox, and I see you a lot on Mixer. I see you streaming a lot, PUBG.
Yeah. And a lot of chicken dinners as well.
I saw Brandon here. Awesome announcement that we're publishing the console version of that game. I've been known to stream that a little bit. I'll be here at Gamescom all week, live streaming off Mixer Create app on iOS and Android. And so that's still in beta. When that launches, we're going to actually have native, not just live streaming, but also game streaming on both those platforms. So the best mobile games can then be watched right off of Mixer natively.
Excellent.
That's interesting. That's cool.
Loads of new features.
Mixer coming to mobile so you can stream your mobile games.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many features coming. Stop by the Mixer booth at Gamescom and our booth to see them. I want to thank all of the people helping us test the update. Without that feedback, we co-create that together. So keep the feedback coming, and we're really happy for this week.
Yes, much love to the insiders. They're brilliant.
Yeah, feedback is very important, and thank you so much for telling all these news to us. And since we talked about PUBG, it's all
Thank
about
you for joining in.
And we have
just covering the Xbox Gamescom press conference.
Let's take a look at State of Decay 2.
All right, so State of Decay 2. Nice.
If the world you knew was gone, how would you protect yourself and the ones you love from the terror just outside the walls?
In this world of the living and the dead, how will you survive?
There's a taster of what to expect in this sequel to State of Decay 2, and if that's anything to go by, it's going to taste like rotting flesh.
Yummy.
Hey, we're joined by Jeff from Undead Labs. That wasn't a link to you, by the way.
I hope not.
No, fine. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, if anybody had State of Decay passed them by, and I really recommend playing the first one on back compat. I just did it recently, but can you just tell us really quick what's it all about?
Yeah, State of Decay is it's all about your own survival fantasy. We wanted to make a game that captured that part of the zombie genre that was you and your friends sitting around at the pub after a good zombie flick and kind of talking about your own personal survival plans. And so the game's built around that. We give you the tools to go tell your own survival story and see how you do.
So Jeff, I love post-apocalyptic stories, right? So tell me, how did we get into this mess? How did we get into the apocalypse in State of Decay 2?
Well, that's something you have to find out as a player. We revealed a couple of hints along the way in the original. In the sequel, we'll be revealing a lot more. But it's still not exactly clear what happened or how it happened, and that's something for the players to figure out.
Oh, good answer.
Fair enough. So when you were developing the game, like, what did you get guys inspired by?
Well, you know, at the time we've been thinking about this game for, more than a decade. You know, at the time there was this kind of really good crop of this reemergence of zombie movies. There was the 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, and then even movies like Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead that brought a little bit of humor to it. And what really became apparent to all of us who were working on this was that, you know, the zombie genre is not about going around and shooting and killing zombies. It's about the people, the connections of the people who are surviving, how they work together. You know, even like a movie like Zombieland, that's really a car buddy movie, right? You know, and so there's just all this expressiveness in it, and we wanted to capture that width and breadth of the genre, and not just the how do you kill zombies.
So will we maybe see a Twinkie in State of Decay 2?
Well, Twinkie is a trademarked name, and probably not, but you will definitely find Easter eggs hidden throughout the game that call back to some of the great moments from the zombie genre.
So talk us through some of the new features in State of Decay 2 that, you know, maybe State of Decay fans will be excited to get their hands on.
Yeah, well, our primary goal was to really take what worked in the first one and just double down on it. We came up with a really unique formula, the kind of third-person action married with the really deep RPG progression mechanics for your characters, the base building, and then put that all in a simulated open world. And that formula really resonated and really did well. And so what we wanted to do was just take that, deepen each of those systems, and really just deepen the survival fantasy. But in addition to all that, we added the #1 fan-requested feature, which was cooperative multiplayer. So in State of Decay 2, you're finally going to be able to play with your friends, which is something we've been looking forward to for a long time.
That's going to be fun to stream.
I loved about State of Decay.
Play with some of the Notch
Gaming
crew.
Caused me a lot of
Good
pain
time.
as well. Was permadeath.
Yep.
Are you bringing that back in State of Decay 2?
Oh, it's core to the experience, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, there is no sense of threat. There is no sense of consequences for your actions if there's not death in the game. It's hard to imagine making a zombie game that doesn't really have a permadeath. But you know, the important thing for us is that if you die in the game, you can always look at it and say, if only I had done this differently or that differently, right? We never want you to think the game just arbitrarily decided it was time for you to die or you know, kind of cheesed it, right? It has to be because of something you did, and that's the contract we make with the players.
Good.
So really this fan feedback, going back to the co-op, when I think about State of Decay 1, like what I have to do, managing community, I have to build my base, like I have to go into the missions. How does that look on co-op?
So what we wanted to do was make co-op really simple. We don't want a whole lot of like set up your party mechanics and invitations and joins. What you do is you can always just jump into your friend's game. It's drop in, drop out multiplayer. But we also have this really cool mechanic where when you're playing the game, you can register to say I'm willing to help people. And then somebody else, if they're playing, whether they're your friend or not, if they get in trouble, they can shoot a flare gun. And you get a beacon. It says, hey, someone's in trouble. And you can just hit that little Xbox button, and you jump right in, and you're there to help them out. And so it really gives it a feeling of like a community helping community, which is really the heart and soul of the game. State of Decay 2 is a game of
I'm a bit. Growing up, I was very independent when it came to gaming.
And the multiplayer
but with these iterations of the Xbox, I'm really into that. You know, jump in, jump out, co-op.
We can't wait.
Playing with friends and making new friends.
Fantastic, Jeff. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I'm really glad to see you
Thank you
can
so
do that
much
with
for
this
coming
game
in.
as well.
Right now it's time for another brand new trailer. Let's take a look at World of Tanks.
Bum, bum, bum,
When the
bum.
blockade began in 1948, we thought the people of West Berlin would be safe. But the Soviets had other ideas. One December day is all it took for the fragile peace to shatter. And once again, the streets were filled with war and death. These are our stories. Now, it's your turn.
Wow, that looks so good. And as you just saw, we're so excited to announce the launch of Xbox Live Arena tournaments for World of Tanks, kicking off on the 22nd of August with user-generated online tournaments and Wargaming-sponsored team tournaments joining arenas in September. Now, let's talk controllers. Now, for those who don't know, Xbox Design Lab is a website
This is
where
what they're
you
known
can
best for.
design your own
Controllers.
controller using over, well, like a billion options. Everything is customizable, including the grip, sticks and triggers. And we're very proud to announce today that the service is expanding to over 20 additional European countries.
Oh.
Yes! Now, I designed my own and spent over a day, I would say, an estimation on agonizing over my trigger buttons. That's an entire day. But here it is. I wanted to show it to you because it's basically my dream controller. Look at this. Little beauty, metallic. I wish I'd done my nails for this bit. Oh, wait, you've done yours as well?
Yeah,
as well.
we've got some
Let's
too.
take a look.
Check out, you're not the only one with a special controller.
It's great. Did you just do football colours?
Well, not really. It's kind of
No.
football colours. So I've got red for Aberdeen, white for Aberdeen, a bit of grey for Aberdeen as well, and then blue for Scotland. But most importantly, if you have a close look up at this one, can we get closer in on that, cameraman? This is special edition Gamescom 2017 Xbox Design Lab controller, and you can
No.
only get this. Stop it.
No.
You can only get this.
No.
Oi, behave.
It's
you can
fine.
only get this
Mine is
if you
clearly-
design it on the Xbox booth at Gamescom this week. So that is
Well,
super limited.
Obviously, I
Max,
think mine
yours
is the
nice as
best
well.
because it's got my gamer tag on the bottom. That's really special. But, you know, I mean, if you guys want to know who you think, you know, is the best out of the... can't even talk. It's obviously the end of the show here.
So excited about how nice mine is.
Just freestyling. Who do you think has got the best one? Let us know on Twitter. It's obviously mine.
Clearly mine.
Hello, it's mine.
No, we're going to have like a fight at the end of this. Yes. Anyway, whilst you're watching on Mixer, you'll be automatically entered into our draw to win redeem codes, so you can design your very own custom controller. Just make sure you're signed into your Microsoft account and you're a winner, and we'll let you know. Here's a video showing off some more cool designs and features and those countries eligible to get involved. Get ready to be jealous.
I would do this, but I was sitting there and I was trying to design my own. And when I got to the end, it's like over $100 if you want like the metallic stuff on everything, or if you want to do the rubberized grip, I think is another $10, something like that. So it gets to be quite expensive. I mean, I understand there's an interesting point to this, that you could take your own design and it becomes your controller. You can, you know, put your name on it and it's cool. But if I'm spending $100 on a controller, I would rather just spend a little extra, get the Elite controller. I have one, so it's, I mean,
Chris Charlotte just told me.
that's at least my thought on the issue.
I know, I'm so like, right, everybody, we're joined by Chris Charlotte from Idea Xbox.
Everybody.
And I believe congratulations in our order. It's Idea Xbox's birthday, everybody.
It is. It is.
And look, we brought donuts.
This is awesome. It's totally awesome. I'm going to eat these donuts as soon as we're
eat
done.
that whole plate before the end of the segment while answering questions.
Yeah, so it's our 4th anniversary. So we launched Idea at Xbox right here at Gamescom in 2013, and since then,
If I was
it's
Xbox,
been
a smart decision would be
fantastic ride. Tons and tons
take
of
ID at
games coming
Xbox
from
and throw it in the Game
independent
Pass.
developers all over the world. We've had 600 games shipped through the program so far, including
At least some of them,
300
not
from
all.
European developers. So
Excellent.
it's really a
Well done,
global
you're
program.
representing. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
absolutely.
Proud of you guys. And definitely, it's safe to say fans really love these titles, right?
Oh my gosh, it is safe to say. In the, I have some numbers. In the last 12 months, ID at Xbox fans have played more than 1 billion hours of games, ID at Xbox games, which actually, if you do the math, works out to 100,000 years of gameplay in the last year. They've unlocked 200 million achievements worth 6 billion gamer score. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome.
So I just want to say I really contributed a lot of this time also
Thank
to
you.
this big number. But yeah, congratulations on that one, big achievement. You must have big plans for the future.
Absolutely. We have just tons and tons of games coming. We've got more than 2,500 studios with dev kits right now. Whoa. Xbox dev kits, Xbox One X dev kits, and they are working on more than 1,500 different games right now.
And I've been playing around with Creators program recently as well.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that.
It's really cool. I mean, it kind of fulfills a promise that we made when we first launched the Xbox that anybody was going to be able to make a game. So we've got games, obviously, from big, giant, AAA, publishers. We've got games from fantastic independent developers. And now we've opened up Xbox to anybody who wants to make a game. Anyone can use their retail Xbox One, download free software from Microsoft, free software from the internet, make a game, and ship it on Xbox One. So whether you're a professional, whether you're a student, a hobbyist, a maker, an experimenter, somebody who just wants to goof around, anyone can get their game on Xbox One now.
Excellent. Now, I know you love all ID Xbox titles like they are your children. But give us some that you're really excited about coming up in the future.
I do love all of them, yeah. But there's some great ones coming. So first of all, Cuphead, which I think we're going to do a little bit more about, is coming September 29th. Strange Brigade from Rebellion is going to be awesome.
Yes, Rebellion.
Next week, we've got Path of Exile shipping. It's been in beta, but it's going to ship next week.
Yep.
And then Raiders of the Broken Planet, and so many more, including PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which we are super, super excited about.
Yeah, it was great to see Brendan on stream earlier, wasn't it?
Definitely. And you guys can play it actually at the booth at Gamescom as well.
That's the biggest thing that I can't see Xbox putting on Games Pass if they did ID at Xbox there. I don't think they will because it's been doing so well, but I think that would be a great implementation.
So right now, let's take a look at some of those awesome ID at Xbox games coming first to Xbox from the ID at Xbox program in the next year.
World premiere.
That was cool. Like that.
Way! Now it's time to set sail with the guys from Sea of Thieves. Let's have a look at what adventures they've got in store.
This game looks fun. Wish it was coming out sooner than next spring, but you know what? I constantly keep saying, and I mean, I understand the perspective of people who are upset that there's not really a lot of exclusives coming out at launch, but when you think about it, all the first-party titles that everybody's going to most likely grab, when you think about it, you're going to wind up spending so much time with those that by the time you finish them, the way...
we showed the magic of a
I mean, even Call of Duty, a lot of people spend hours doing. You're going to wind up rolling into the spring already, and I mean, a lot of people are going to then be getting the Crackdown and Sea of Thieves. I mean, it kind of works out, I guess, in the best way. I just...
on the show floor,
I don't know. I think
for
that...
the first time Windows 10 PC on the show floor too.
It kind of works out either way, but I can see the dilemma with the high price being an issue.
For the first time. So no asterisks, no small print. It is literally in our shared world. You are with people from multiple devices. So very excited about that.
You're breaking down barriers, bringing gamers together. I feel like we have a lot
I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to sing. I'm
really?
afraid.
Why not? Come on.
but it is genuinely a magical experience, crossplay, right? It's
well, you sent an email to the whole team, right?
Okay. Sea of Thieves is going to be crossplay. It's great, awesome.
The first time I played it, I was at home, kind of on my Xbox, and I joined in a couple of guys from the studio, and they were playing on PC, and it was just seamless, right? You couldn't even tell the difference, and I've never done that before in a game, and it was literally a magical experience. That, and you know, we have people in our community that have been playing on Xbox or been playing on PC, and they've kind of made friends in the forums and in the community, but they've yet to play together, and so for the first time during Gamescom itself,
lovingly across like a fence.
Exactly, yeah.
Was it easy to do though?
We flicked a switch.
Is that literally how easy?
I don't want to.
Technical person.
I don't want to do.
It'd be harder
I don't want to do too much injustice to our services team because they work very hard. But then when it actually came to testing it, it just worked, and actually that allowed us to really focus on the PC version. So
yeah, we want to know more about that.
We've come here with 21:9 with an unlocked frame rate, and we've got that on the show floor. But then we've also got 4K running at 60 frames a second because we knew that was super.
Wow.
We want to.
All right, so see if these can be 4K 60.
The sort of PC game that players expect, and we felt that one of those expectations is to be day and date, right? Is that we don't want the game to be released after on PC. Like we've come here to say the crossplay, the PC side, like it's just all together, all on the same day.
Everyone's together.
More songs.
The song. Right.
Now I don't know if that's on the Xbox One X or if that's on just PC.
Okay, so I'm going to get together and get my little crew. Who should I be? What kind of characters? What kind of people should I be looking for to make the best kind of pirate squad goals?
Like a real mix, right?
Yeah, you want a mix of people, right? You need someone on the wheel, someone in the crow's nest, someone drinking, someone.
Do you need someone mouthy and loud and who can
you
sing?
got to have the banter.
Okay, well then I'm in.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Someone who's good with a music instrument as well, so you can sing along.
Yeah,
and you can actually have your sing along that you've been after this whole time.
I'm desperate to do a sing along, right?
But also, I think like tying into that is that we want players to encounter like different player types, right? Like everyone's different, everyone plays differently, everyone has a kind of part of the ship that I tend to go to the crow's nest a lot. I know you tend to take the wheel. So we're just saying to people like, you know, come to seaofthieves.com/insider and just sign up and join us in our technical alpha because we have 100,000 people playing this week, right?
And that's one thing I think that just to make clear. So from Tuesday to Saturday, like during Gamescom week, our players at home in the technical alpha are all going to be playing crossplay together for the first time, which is super cool.
So, okay, what's one of the funniest things that you've seen in the world? Because there are some crazy, funny.
Can we bring the donuts back and sit here for a bit longer and talk through all the funny moments?
I've literally just shouted across that they better save me donuts. I'm going to like literally flip a couch. Like, bring them back in.
A lot of it involves flying yourself out of cannons, right?
It does flying yourself out of cannons. But I think it's the creativity of what people do with the tools we give them. So, like, I was playing with some strangers in our alpha, and I was playing with the instrument, and somebody started using a spade as like a percussion instrument, hitting it on the floor of the deck, and you can hit different parts, and it was just amazing. I've started seeing more and more players doing this in the community now. So it's just like it's what people do with the tools we give them.
What's the one about sick? Let's talk about that.
Well, so Joe talked about we brought brand new features to Gamescom, and one of the new features is you can now be sick in a bucket and then use that bucket on other people.
Brilliant. Tactical puking.
It's an important feature.
It's an important part of life.
Because before you get your cutlass out, you chuck some sick at them, they're blinded, and then you get your cutlass out and you
so
go.
So it's actually like, that's clever. It's not just for flair.
Not just for the fun.
Oh, that's a shame.
But it is.
Do you have anything about Insider Program? Any kind of information?
Just come and join us. seaofthieves.com/insider. We've got 250,000 plus.
More than that now, and it'll probably be ticking up right as we speak.
Look at my stats. Look at my stats.
Everybody will get a chance to play the game prior to release as well. If you're in an Insider, everyone, that's our commitment to Insiders. So
you can be sick in a bucket, and everyone will love you for it. Basically. Unlike a house party where everyone stops you. So anyway, thanks so much, guys. We've got loads of exclusives and big news to come, so stay tuned. But first, it's time for that Minecraft news we've been teasing a little bit about. So let's take a look.
World premiere.
Minecraft news that they haven't shown off yet?
When our developers introduced Redstone to Minecraft, we had no idea what it would unleash. You've built bigger, better, and smarter things than anything we imagined. In honor of your creativity, we've come up with an intricate design of our own. Dirt, grass, redstone, combined in a limited edition form like you've never seen.
That's cool.
For the adventurers, the crafters, and those of you who just love dirt. This is for you. We can't wait to see what you do next.
That's cool.
This is the first time I have this really great console in front of me, and I'm almost, yes, I touch it. It's the Minecraft Xbox One S limited edition bundle, and joining me today is Megan Fitzgerald from the Minecraft team. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
And may I say first, I love your earrings.
Oh, thank you.
So
Some
little
creepers in there.
Perfect. So this is really a beauty. Let's talk about this.
Oh, we are so glad to finally be able to talk about this. It has been a labor of love of the entire team, the Minecraft team, the Xbox team, all coming together to create this, obviously inspired by the iconic grass block from Minecraft.
Yes, I can tell. I'm just going to turn it a little bit around so people can see.
Yeah, so you've got the grass block on the front, but that's not all. This is the first retail console that has a transparent casing, and we took advantage of that to
transparent?
A little Minecraft flair. We have the redstone circuitry.
Oh, okay.
So that
That's
will
cool.
light up when you turn on the controller or when you turn on the console.
So this red one right here,
yes.
This is what one that's going to light up.
It's got custom Minecraft sounds on startup when you put in a disc, and it comes with the beautiful creeper controller.
Yes, let's talk about those durable controls. I'm just going to give you the creeper one. This one comes with a bundle, right?
Yes.
All right, and this one is extra.
Yes, so also another iconic mob from Minecraft. You've got the pig, and it's not just the design on the front, but there are some little Easter eggs hidden in these controllers for Minecraft fans. You've got the Minecraft font on the buttons, and on the back we've got TNT for the creeper and a little pig's tail.
And a little pig's tail. I love the pig's tails. If you could choose one, like, would you choose one, or would you be like?
Oh, I'd take the pig.
You can't
absolutely take the pig.
So how easy was it to design this?
Well, I think we've wanted to do something like this for a long time, but all of the thought and detail that went into this obviously took some time.
Oh, definitely. But just to be sure, what's in this bundle? Let's talk about that.
So you get the console, you get the creeper controller, you get the Minecraft game, and that is the Better Together update that includes the cross-platform play and servers for our console players. Also get a free month of Realms and the pack that includes custom skins and textures. So it is
that's a nice
full
bundle
for the Minecraft fan.
So, and when can we get a hands on this bundle? When is the pre-order happening?
So the pre-order starts right now.
Oh.
The new bundle will be available at retail on October 3rd.
So if they're doing that with the S, they're definitely doing it. The X's pre-orders going up now.
In fact, if you're watching right now in Mixer and you signed in via your Microsoft account, one lucky fan is going to win one of these very limited edition consoles and controllers. So you're just going to be picked at random. So just keep an eye out on your inbox, and you could be the lucky winner. So coming up, we'll be jumping into a stylized cartoon and world with Cuphead. But first, it's time for a world premiere gameplay trailer from our friends at Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. Check out the highly anticipated Middle-earth: Shadow of War.
With microtransactions.
World premiere.
What do they unearth? They are summoning death. But it will be death for all. What is she?
What is she? I'm Batman.
Do you with her?
This game looks like it's going to be good. I'm just very concerned with the microtransactions. I think like everybody else.
What would you suggest I do?
Draw down your sword and kneel.
What have we unleashed.
The cry of the forests. Scream of the rivers.
His foe is beyond us, Celebrimbo. Not with the spirit of Kana at our side.
Yes, bigger and better in every way than Shadow of Mordor. I can't wait to play that. And because we don't want anything to come between you and the Bright Lord, and if you can't wait to get hands on Middle-earth Shadow of War, we're pleased to announce that these Xbox One S Shadow of War bundles will be available this October.
Nice.
Now, both bundles include an Xbox One S with either a 500GB or a 1TB hard drive. You get Middle-earth Shadow of War, including the bonus in-game items, Legendary Champions War Party, and the epic Sword of Dominion.
Take a breath as you read this.
You get an Xbox wireless controller. You also get a 1-month Xbox Game Pass subscription, and you get a 14-day Xbox Live Gold trial. And if you want to see more on Shadow of War, then tune in on Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. German time for the Shadow of War Legendary War Party. I will be there hosting.
Another S bundle, which I guess a decent ad. I think they should start showing off some X bundles if they're doing them, or even just a Elite version of it. But
if you combine Contra with Super Mario World and 1930s hand-drawn cartoons.
RSI?
No.
Oh.
No. You actually get Cuphead.
Yeah.
So let's take a look, shall we?
Every time I see it, I just want to know more about it. It's
I just
really
love
cool.
that music, you know? It gets me every single time. I love it. Yeah, that build.
So we're joined by MVHR. Great to have you with us. Thank you so much for coming in. And I'm super excited about this game, probably more than most other games, just because it's just so fresh. It feels so, which is weird because it's quite old style, but it feels so fresh and different. So what's happened?
I'm looking forward to this game. This game looks awesome.
Yeah, well, thanks for having us here. We're very excited to be at Gamescom this year with a brand new demo. So we're wrapping up development right now, and as you are probably aware, Cuphead is a run and gun platformer.
Is Cuphead getting a 4K?
Harry. We also have other levels where you can play as a shmup.
Ah, okay.
So Julia's going to talk to you in a second about the animation stuff, but I'm really keen to know more about how the gameplay works and what the kind of gameplay influences are on Cuphead.
Right, so we were heavily inspired by games of the late 80s, early 90s of retro games. So Gunstar Heroes, Contra, Mega Man, and games of that.
The game looks like it's a lot of fun. I also like the art style. Reminds me of a Disney cartoon.
Yeah, so there are some levels where you do play as a shmup.
Yeah, that messes with your, you know, when you're like, you can't quite understand what's happening, but your body's just like going into like auto mode.
Very
it's like using the Force, I always think. It's that zen moment where you just
too
tune
fast. You
into it.
can't actually process it. It's just really, really quick. But it's you're in that.
Can't process it.
So I suppose we have to talk about the actual style of it as well, because talk about the process in creating the look of Cuphead, because it's pretty unique.
Yeah, so every single frame in the game is hand-drawn with pencil and paper, and hand-inked as well on paper. So, and also all the backgrounds are watercolor paintings, and there's nearly 3 hours of custom jazz music.
Custom jazz! Yes!
Honestly, it feels like, Maya, that everything in this game, which is unusual for a video game, has been handcrafted, right? There's like real artisanship gone into this.
Right, yeah, we really wanted to maintain, be authentic to the era of the 1930s.
I mean, because obviously, like, older cartoons were a little bit weird, a little bit strange. And obviously, you know, seeing Cuphead, there's is very much like that. Was that kind of always the idea from the start to kind of keep that bit
Most
weirdness?
definitely, most definitely. It was a draw for us, especially to. It was that surrealistic. Animating where there were no boundaries.
Yeah.
So we really loved the idea where Felix the cat could, you know, rip off his tail and use it as a match to light something on fire.
Yeah.
So that was the draw to basically making very wacky, crazy bosses and enemies.
Because that sort of sounds like, when you say it like that, that sounds a little bit horrific in some sort of way, doesn't it? But it makes sense of that era. It's super weird.
Pretty resourceful as well.
I know. I mean,
Felix
if
the
you
cat.
run out of matches,
And we're seeing gameplay on screen here. Now, you can totally see that old school shoot 'em up gameplay. Now, I grew up on those games, and I remember them being tough and punishing. Tell us
Yeah.
about the kind of difficulty level in Cuphead.
Yeah, so it was designed to be challenging, but we also have some modern nods to make it fair. So your progression is saved, so every time that you sit down to play the game, you're not starting all over again.
Yeah.
You have infinite lives, and when playing in co-op, you also have the ability to revive your partner if they die off screen, if you catch them while they're floating off screen.
Yeah.
We have also designed the game with multiple modes. So there is easy and normal mode.
Yeah.
And then once you complete the game in normal mode, we unlock New Game Plus. That is
New
finely
Game
tuned
Plus.
for Elite.
Which New Game Plus always sounds really friendly, but
Sounds
it's
innocent,
not,
doesn't it?
not a friendly
not.
thing. But I think, is it right that you can actually switch between the different kind of like difficulties for each level?
Yes, so you can play in normal mode for one level, and if you don't have much experience on the next one, you can switch it back down to simple.
Just you get completely rottenly beaten. You're like, I'm not quite New Game.
I can't wait to play it in couch co-op. That's going to be great, right?
Yes, yes, no, definitely. It's a little more chaotic on screen.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a bullet hell, but like I said, your partner can pop in and pop out at any time by pressing any key throughout the level. The boss health, it does scale up a little bit when you're in co-op mode, but it also scales back down if you've lost your partner.
Great.
Okay.
I love the fact that one of our biggest cheers at our E3 press briefing was for the release date of
Yes.
Cuphead. So why don't you remind everyone what that date is?
Yes, so Cuphead comes out on September 29th on Xbox One, Windows 10, and Steam.
Excellent. And people here at Gamescom this week are going to be able to play it on the Xbox booth as well, so that's fantastic. Maya, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Right, still to come on the show, we'll hear from Major Nelson, who'll be unveiling something very close to the Xbox team's heart.
I'm just checking. I'm just making sure.
But first, it's time for another world premiere gameplay trailer.
World premiere.
By joining this exciting mission to Mars, you will be part of shaping.
I guess we might as well change the controller's batteries real quick.
You'll get to travel to an inspiring and beautiful new world. You'll research and utilize state-of-the-art technology.
All right.
You'll construct a dynamic network with extraordinary facilities. You'll develop and sustain an innovative, self-sufficient habitat. You'll get to experience the captivating and energetic weather. You'll live in a prosperous and pleasant community where the relationship between humans and technology has been redefined. And just so you know, the dangers that you might have heard of have been greatly exaggerated. Mars is really a very safe place. Colonize Mars and discover her secrets with minimal casualties.
My boy Major Nelson's up. I love Major Nelson. He's the best.
I loved Cities Skylines, so it's great to get a first look at gameplay of Paradox's
Awesome.
game
Let's
set
go.
on Mars. Now, it's almost the end of the show, but we've got something really special to show you. You might have heard a little bit about it already, but I wanted to officially introduce you to a very special new member of the Xbox family.
World premiere.
Uh-oh. Is it Crash? Maybe not. I guess it's the X. Yeah, let's go.
2 years ago when we started on this journey, you told us you wanted power.
Well, it's available now, but nobody has it for pre-order yet.
This is absolutely the culmination of all of your feet.
Quickly searching through the interwebs, see if anybody's got it online. It is live yet? I do not think so. Currently unavailable everywhere. Oh, Project Scorpio Edition.
So there you go, everyone, the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition. And now, even though he couldn't be here with us, we just had to have Major Nelson on the show.
Could you tell me what it is, though?
He would be the perfect person to unbox this beauty.
Here we go. This is what I was looking for.
World premiere.
Hi, it's Larry here of Xbox Live's Major Nelson. I'm really excited to share this with you. This is the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition that we are announcing today and will be available for pre-order today as well. Now, I have these special white gloves which are going to allow me to dig in and do an unboxing, but I want to show you the box first because this is beautiful. This is the beautiful packaging which leans into the heritage of Xbox. Here we see the Xbox green. For those fans that have been with us for a while, they're going to notice the X on the front. Kind of looks like the original Xbox, doesn't it? Of course, earlier this year we announced original Xbox coming to back and pat, and here you can kind of see it hinted in this Xbox One X Super Limited Edition packaging. So what do you say we jump into it?
I'm in the midst of pre-ordering mine right now. It's live on Best Buy if you guys go look it up.
Trial for Game Pass and Xbox Live Gold will be included. In this box over here, you'll find the stand, which I've already got attached. This box over here, we're going to include the controller. Batteries are included. A high-speed 4K capable HDMI cable. And then we have the console, but not just any console. This is the world's most powerful console. 4K gaming, 6 teraflops. This thing, as you know, is a beast. Look at the front. Look at this beautiful graphic design. We have the Xbox green on both the console as well as the controller. Project Scorpio Edition. This is lovely. All right, now we get a good shot at this. Let me spin it around here so you can see the beautiful, beautiful design on the front, the precision. And the dots is kind of a gradient all the way down. Again, heritage showing the power. This is the world's most powerful console, and you need a design to show that off. And that's what the Project Scorpio Edition does. You can see it right here. Look how beautiful it is. And here we have the controller. You can see it says Project
And we're done.
Scorpio on the front.
Pre-ordered mine.
Xbox green is there, which is great to see for folks that know the Xbox green with these beautiful premium buttons. Now, I also want to point out that all your existing Xbox One controllers will work perfectly with Xbox One X, and of course, the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition. Isn't it beautiful?
That is cool.
Let's turn it around and take a look at the ports back here. Of course, if you have an Xbox One S, you'll already recognize the ports. They're in precisely the same order as your Xbox One S, so you can drop this into your home.
See, I'm very interested that you can stand it, even though it's water cooled. I guess they're not afraid of the water spilling out. I guess they're pretty sure of the quality in which they put into the product, which is great.
HDMI out has a little bump on it, so you know when you're feeling back there, you know exactly what port to plug it into. Everything is exactly the same. It's going to be very, very familiar. And that's a look at the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition. Now, everything in the standard edition is included in the Project Scorpio Edition, but here you get this beautiful graphic, you get the Xbox green, and this exclusive stand. Now, I'm happy to share it is available for pre-order today, so get your pre-order in because once it's gone, this is going to be gone for good. My name's Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson. Thanks for watching.
Awesome.
Oh, I miss Larry.
Yeah. What are you saying? Are you not entertained by us being here?
Of course I am, but you know, I miss Larry.
Amazon might be broken. Nope, never mind.
Yeah, man up style, man up style. I feel like he should have made it appear and disappear like a magician, boom, console.
Well, I am kind of annoyed that he got his hands on a Project Scorpio before me as well.
Well, you're going to be third in line because right now I'm touching it.
Look at
Okay, this is getting weird. We're just touching it.
It is still not available for those of you that are interested on Amazon. I don't know why, but they're a little behind on the curve.
I love the fact that we've acknowledged how much our fans loved Project Scorpio as a name. I think it's great that we've pulled that out and we've put it on the front of that Xbox One X. I love it.
Villain. Everyone loves a cool
For those of you that are interested, remember, you can order from Best Buy. You also get the Reward Zone credit, in which you can get a
miss Project Scorpio?
Gift card?
You don't need to miss Project Scorpio anymore,
That's the
because you can get your hands on this.
That never happens though when there's like a temporary name. Like,
So
no,
true, isn't it?
no one ever.
Yep, got my confirmation, so I'm all good to go. Great, awesome, very excited.
Though, because everybody
Looks
also,
awesome.
when we had the Xbox One X announced, like, why is it lying? When is it?
I could get the project. I'm probably not going to use the controller. Probably just going to display it with my day one 2013 controller.
From grey to black at the top as well. Looks really good.
Maybe
Really
they'll be
subtle,
great desk
but
pieces
really,
because
really
I'm not
nice.
going to
It
use them.
is beautiful.
And very limited.
And
so
very limited as well. So
Also, keep in mind, guys, remember you get this special stand,
and unfortunately,
the controller. The Xbox is exclusively skinned as well. Comes with a month of Game Pass and 2 weeks of Xbox Live.
Make sure you come and see us on the Xbox booth and also on the Mixer booth.
Now we only got to hope that I win some awesome prizes from the Mixer. Guys, make sure if you have not signed in yet to check it out, make sure you sign in and check out the press conference. You get some free exclusives.
Amazing.
And of course,
And there's also giveaways of collector's editions, Game Pass codes. Recore, I think, is one thing that they're giving away. They're just giving away so much stuff, and there's also free DLC, even if you don't win. I believe we're going to be back in a couple hours. Me and another one of the stars of Not Just Gaming, and we're going to talk our reactions overall. Overall, it was okay. I expected just today to be just for me, the pre-order launch. I'm excited that PUBG is coming to the Xbox. However, everything else is stuff we already saw, but nothing that they announced that really blew me away. That obviously some of it got leaked. However, for those of us, we finally have it pre-ordered. If you have, if not, get to it now. Try to get that Scorpio edition before it runs out, because if it's anything like the Xbox One when it went live, my GameStop only got 5 copies, and that was it. Me and my friends were 3 of the 5. So I mean, you guys got to make sure you get this in ASAP. If anything, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Check out more content that's coming up. If you guys have any comments you'd like to leave down below, please do so. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm out.